Germany with Sugar. She bought it through Ulla Salzgeber when she was training with Sonny, the horse I was on, Welts on, at the stables at Ulla's. It's one of her favourite tricks is to have a little wobble around in the hold like that, and it would be interesting to see the marks. I love Anne dearly, want to give her a 9, but I think it would be a very low mark because there was no halt established. And going back to the Salinero days, when there was a huge discussion about standing still, they've come quite heavily down on horses that don't stand still. The extended trot, for me, was pleasant in the beginning. Maybe could have ridden for a little bit more. And then a little bit contact issue going over the centre line. And here the same in the half past right. There's unlike Anne, it's a little lack of flexion to the right. You can see that quite clearly on the screen, I think. The change over to the left was quite good, but then a little bit lacking in the positioning, the equality of the parallelness, if there's such a word, from left to right. Now the halt, and it's rein back 5. And again, the halt is not stationary for one moment. 4, 5 and a bit. I know Anne's in a lot of pain with her back. She has been walking around since 7 o'clock this morning. Been trying to help her, but she didn't think she was going to be able to ride. So I think this is why she's riding for her quite a modest test. This is Sugar's not favourite movement, but she's doing a good job. She should have a saw back more often. Super PR for this mare was a very good idea and a good feeling and along the right way. It's just a matter of developing that feeling and that technique and then making it better. Dressage can be frustrating, especially at this level. It's a whole new ball game. The extended walk, quite a nice over track, but again a little inconsistent in the contact. It could have stretched and been a little more consistently stretching out there, but still showing all the right things about it. Collector walk, purpose, activity, very clear steps. You can still see the V from the back leg to the front. And the transition to passage. Passage looks a little modest. Now it's better. And she's got such elegant front end, this mare, with really beautiful front legs. And she'll be very pleased with the Piaffe. And the passage a little bit trying for the rhythm, but then again a little inconsistency happening in the contact. Nice straight canter transition. Twos. 5, whoopsie. 6, 7, 9. I love the way she goes from collect to extend in this beautiful uphill fluent way with this really elegant front leg, and it's trained and schooled through a better balance and frame, but also by nature she has a very beautiful way of moving her legs. And 3, 6 to the right. Oops. 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can see that you look at the centre line and check that the horse is symmetrical either side of the centre line, and she moves not quite so far in the left half pass. Now the ones. 1, 2, 3. You can see Anne's position is straight as a die with hardly any movement of her legs swinging backwards and forwards. It looks elegant and beautifully trained and schooled, and it looks easy, and that's the whole thing about the sport at this level. I think this is, for me, truly beautiful. Very good balance, And you can criticise that it could be a little bit more consistent, the framework could be a little smaller, more active, but by the same token, the training that goes into seeing this engagement, sitting, canter, 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 and out, I can feel it and see it, and it would be beautiful to ride. Some of the Grand Prix horses that get really big marks, I wouldn't like to ride some of them. They would pull me around and be really strong in the contact. And I think the whole sport needs to look at this. A horse can be steady in the contact, but it must be steady in the contact and in self-carriage, not being held by a stubborn mouth and a stubborn rein contact. Now the passage down the centre line. I can't tell you how hard it is to go straight when they're bouncing all over the shop like this. Now, Sugar likes to halt at X sometimes. Not today. Whoops, come on. And they're a little bit sideways with the front legs. But why be negative? It was piaffe, it was clear, it was up and down on the spot. Good passage, and if you give it a little bit of a half halt and a super engagement, she's got a big grin on her face. Well done, Annie. A little against hand the bridle. I'll get her to wave at us.